So this guy is about to become the most wanted man in Nigeria. The guy's name is Anini. Anini is about 12 years old when the story starts. Born in the old Benin state of Nigeria. He is the only son of his parents. He has 4 other siblings, all girls. He's from a home struggling financially. To make matters worse, his father passed away when he was just 13, leaving only his mother to raise them under harsh financial circumstances. He attended primary and secondary schools, but eventually dropped out because there was no money to care for him. So it's now 1975 and Anini is 15 years old by now. So he left his home and his mother and went to Benin City to become a mechanic apprentice. Just 1 year later, he quit mechanic apprenticeship and became a taxi driver. Turned out he's pretty good at driving. In fact, his excellent driving skills quickly made him popular among transport workers and motorpark operators. Pretty quickly, he became connected to individuals involved in vehicle theft, smuggling, and other criminal activities. Then he began to help transport stolen goods and assist his criminal friends in moving around without attracting attention. As the years passed, Annie became convinced that crime offered a faster route to wealth than legitimate work, because of course he was making so much money from these criminal activities. So he decided to form his own gang and go into crime full-time. It's now 1980 and Anini is 20 by this time, so he formed a 5-man gang. Some of his well-known associates include Mondo Sumbo, Friday Ofege, Henry Ekbowan, Philip Kingsley Eweka, Alhaji Zegezege. Noteworthy is his deputy, Mondo Sumbo, who is trigger-happy and short-fused. At first, the gang focused on vehicle theft, highway robberies, bus hijackings, robbery operations targeting wealthy individuals, selling stolen goods through underground networks. Eventually, as you see in this story, they started robbing banks and killing police officers. Anini's gang seemed invincible because they operated with military-like organization. They planned their operations carefully, studied escape routes, and often disappeared before police could respond. These kinds of operations were possible because he had a network of informants that included motorpark workers, traders, criminal associates, corrupt police officers. This network allowed him to know about the police checkpoints, planned raids, and security operations before they occurred. Because he has evaded one arrest too many and often seems to be one step ahead of the authorities, he often boasts that nobody can stop him and that he had become more powerful than the authorities pursuing him. Hence, he became known by the nickname, The Law. It's 1986 now, and Anini is now 26 years old, and is at the peak of his criminal career. He still feels untouchable because of this massive network he's built. And then, something happens, and that changes everything. Remember how some corrupt police officers often aids and abets his criminal life? Well, that didn't work this time because 2 of his gang members were arrested and prosecuted, despite Anini's understanding with these police officers that are corrupt. Anini didn't take this sitting down. He viewed this as a betrayal, so he declared war on the police. From that point onward, police officers became his direct targets. His gang began attacking police checkpoints, patrol teams, and officers involved in efforts to capture them. Like one time, in August 1986, his gang carried out an armed robbery operation at the First Bank branch in Sabongida. Anini approached a police constable who was guarding the bank, who wasn't even posing a direct threat to them, and blam, he shot him. Hold on, I'll tell that again. Mondo Sumbo, his deputy, approached the police officer and blam, he shot him. And Nick claimed Monday was the one shooting the police and not him. Later that same month, 2 other police officers were shot by the gang at a police roadblock. Again, on October 1st, 1986, when Nigerians were happily celebrating their Independence Day, Anini and his gang had other plans. They spotted a Peugeot 544 traveling near a police checkpoint along Green Road in Benin City. They ambushed the vehicle and immediately opened fire with automatic weapons, riddling the car with bullets. It later turned out this car was carrying the newly appointed Commissioner of Police of the state. This particular attack shocked the nation because it demonstrated Anini's willingness to even attack the highest-ranking police officials. In fact, in the 3 months of his peak criminal career, he unalived 9 police officers. Because he was targeting police officers, he wasn't seen as a notorious robber anymore. He was now seen as a direct threat to law enforcement. Consequently, the Nigerian government, led by General Ibrahim Babangida, intensified efforts to capture him. Special police force teams were assembled, roadblocks were increased, informants were recruited, rewards were offered for useful intelligence. So months passed and Anini still hasn't been caught, despite being the most wanted man in Nigeria. So it just seems like he keep robbing and unaliving civilians and police officers and never get caught. If I hear. At this point, the pressure mounted on him is too much, so some of his close associates start leaving his side. So, on the 3rd of December 1986, an anonymous individual provided information to the police that Anini was hiding in a house in Benin City. So the police stormed the house and tried to arrest him. As expected, he tried to escape and he was shot in the leg. Due to the severity of this gunshot wound, complications later arose and it resulted in the amputation of one of his legs while he was in custody. This is an actual picture of him in real life. So ultimately, he went trial and he was found guilty and was sentenced to death. All this happened in the old Benin state, so shout out to Edo state and Delta state. And please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment and share.